let's have some fun, and let's give a round of applause to the good folks at Motor City Casino for putting this amazing venue together. Motor City Casino! Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having good luck here. We won like $2,500 right when we got here on Buffalo Link. Not that we play that very often, imagine. Today we got a $5,700 bonus on Huff and Even More Puff. Unreal. How many Huff and Puffs do you think they'll have eventually? They're like huffing so much damn puff, I don't know what to do with it. Version 72. Also, I wanted to thank the good people, and when I say good people, I do mean that there, because I wouldn't do business with them. I don't really need to be doing this. I'm supposed to be retired, but really good people that reached out to us. Our first sponsor we ever took. EJ was really smart in the way he had us do this whole thing. At first, I'm like, well, can we make money? And he's like, well, don't worry about making money, you idiot. He goes, just put out good content, build the audience, the rest will take care of itself. For like a year and a half, 2 years, we didn't do anything as far as sponsor-wise, and then the president of FanDuel Casino sent an email, and at first I thought it was, some kind of scam, one of those Telegram bots or something, but it turned out it really was the president of FanDuel Casino, and they're just a really nice group of people. They've set us up with some amazing experiences. Did anyone see me gambling with Gronk?
Yeah!
That was life-changing. That dude is tall, let me tell you. I wonder if he's so good at catching balls. It'd be impossible to guard that guy. And but yeah, the FanDuel team is all here, and they're really cool. And I was just curious because, like, you're so lucky to live in Michigan is all I can say, because you get to gamble on your phones. And I was curious when we were on this boat trip watching the fireworks last night, and I was just curious how many of the people that are coming today already have the FanDuel casino thing. So by show of hands, how many of you already have a FanDuel casino account? Just by show of hands. Okay, so what's that, about half the room? All right, Jess, that answers that question. Well, cool. If you don't, I highly recommend it. I mean, I was sitting in bed last night playing like Ultimate X on my phone till like 3 in the morning. It was down like $8,000, so be careful with that. And then I played blackjack and ran it back up, and you know how it is. But a lot of fun. If you want to get it, you can get a bunch of free stuff and a lost rebate, which is kind of cool. If you like, let's say you go and you play your first day, and whatever you lose up to $1,000, they'll give it back to you in casino credit. And then they have these bonus spins. They normally give you 200 bonus spins. I think it's on Cash Eruption, which is like Dragon Link, and they double that. Sounds like a commercial, but it's actually, I really recommend you do it. You might as well take all the free stuff you can get, right? So it's FanDuel.com/VegasMatt. If you do want to get on the app, I highly recommend it. So, with that, now I feel like a mosquito in a nudist colony, my dad used to say. I just don't know where to begin. All right. My dad, he used to say a lot of things, rest in peace. I met a lady out there, 82 years old, who came to see us, reminded me of my mom. Both my parents passed away. I still love gambling with my mom, so what's up, Mom? And she would just be blown away by this. Knowing my mom, she'd probably be just like looking at me like, what in the hell are you doing? Why do these people care to come and see you? What are you gonna say? Something like that. Thanks a lot, Mom. Give me the confidence. All right, but I want to just let you guys get to know the team a little bit here, and then what I always enjoy doing at these is taking questions, interacting with you guys a little bit, and then we're gonna be taking pictures and whatnot. And then after that, we're gonna go out on the casino floor and gamble. How many of you like to gamble? Ever wondered what a room full of degenerate gamblers looks like? Look around, to your left, to your right. In the mirror. All right, so a lot of people ask me, how did all this get started? And it's really neat, and I feel like almost like a motivational speaker, because as you guys know, we're just a bunch of idiots, and now all of a sudden we have this massive thing, and we're filling up theaters in Detroit. What do you guys think of my Detroit jersey, by the way? What is this, football, baseball, what is it, hockey? This guy? Who's that? Is that Michael Jordan? What are we, 23? I don't know anything about sports. You guys know that. All right. So people ask me how did this all get started? And so I had a long career in sales. Basically, I've always been rather persuasive. I didn't like people telling me no, so I figured out how to get around that and get to yes. And did well in sales, and then started at in the Airbnb stuff and bought some properties, and that was some amazing technology. And social media obviously is amazing technology, and so I like playing video poker. I started gambling with this guy named Robert, who you'll meet here in a second. He's also known as WBG, King of Crickets. Give it up for WBG. Yeah, everybody loves WBG. So he became a gambling buddy of mine, and we would go out gambling, and we used to have family gambling night even before the show started. We would go to Green Valley Ranch, the local casino, and I would just gamble like probably a lot of you guys do all the time. Being kind of semi-retired, I really had nothing else to do, and so I love gambling. It's lots of fun. And then I got a royal flush, and it was I can't remember, shocker. But I know I got a Delt one for $78,000, but EJ insists that wasn't the one. I got a royal flush for like $36,000. I'm jumping up and down, doing my trademark victory lap, and he grabbed his phone and he kind of filmed it. And then we went to dinner, and we were kind of talking, and then he says, maybe I should post this to TikTok. So 2.5 years ago is about when this started, and TikTok was blowing up. And so we posted it to TikTok. We go, what should we call you? We go, how about Vegas Matt? And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of got a ring to it. And so we uploaded it, had dinner. By the time dinner was over, I believe it had 80,000 views. And I'm like, wow, I think we're onto something. And then the rest, as they say, is history. We just started posting and just started gambling, and then started to take some shape. But it's really become kind of like a daily journal of like people, I guess maybe, and you guys can tell us, because I'm actually curious, when we're doing the Q&A, I'd like to hear from you, like, what do you enjoy about? Why do you watch us? What do you enjoy? What can we do differently? So forth and so on. I'd love to get your input, your feedback. But yeah, we just sit there, and it's like basically watching someone who literally gambles every day and chronicling that journey. What would that be like? With a son who's always making me bet more than I want to. And so yeah, we've been fighting it, the good fight and gambling every day. The YouTube video ends up being 30 to 45 minutes every day. The sessions probably take an hour to 2 hours with hand pay breaks and so forth, get set up and whatnot. So we're spending a couple hours a day every day in the casino. We actually keep really good records. Less light on my face. We actually keep really good records, and I think in the last 12 months, as of, let's see, what's that, about 28 MERS at the moment, AJ? Was it?
You're talking about how much we lost?
Yeah. So we've lost about $150,000 since we started. In about the last year, since we started paying attention and keeping track. Because I was curious, how much do we lose, But I don't think it's that bad. I mean, we try our hardest to win, but they do have a little advantage at the house. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And so yeah, we're down about $150,000 in gambling in the last year. That's probably the most common question that we get asked, but that's not too bad considering how big we gamble and how often we gamble. But I'm just like absolutely floored, humbled, grateful that you guys took the time to come here. It just boggles my mind. Out of curiosity, how many of you live like right in Detroit, in the Detroit metro area, by show of hands? A round of applause. All right. And how many of you drove an hour or more to get here? Anyone drive 2 hours or more to get here? Wow. I better think of something intelligent to say. Anyone 3 hours or more? Wow, where'd you guys come from? Indiana. Anywhere else? Texas, Canada. Oh, then Canada's not that far, though, is it? So we gamble on literally anything. So we're on this yacht last night, and WBG says to me, how much would I have to give you, or bet you, whatever, to jump off this boat and swim over to Canada? Because Canada was like I don't know, a few hundred yards over there, and I'm like, well, what temperature is the water? You know, and like we literally got this close to making a bet on whether I could jump off the boat and swim to Canada. And then I'm like, it's probably going to be really cold and probably get arrested or something or run over by a boat. So for $100,000 though, I was tempted, but didn't do it. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to bring up the team that's responsible for this all and introduce you to everybody, and then we're going to do some Q&A. So again, let's see, who should I